FileMaker.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hope y'all are having a lovely Tuesday. For our Americans, I hope you enjoyed the 3-day weekend. That nothing untoward has occurred to y'all. Hey Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. And yourself?
Oh, pretty good. Broke my ankle, but otherwise we're fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a fun adventure. Welcome everybody. Hello, David, Dennis, Ed, Foxy Jack, Kaditi, Lynn, Scott, Top Cat, Rick. I don't know who's on Twitch. Code to Go, Jericho, all those people. Welcome. Good to see you all. I'm kind of good to hand it over to you, Nick. So what are we what are we doing today?
Okay, hello everybody. Hello, Marge. I hope you have a good 3-day weekend. I was working, so
Yeah,
I
I
did I
ended up
didn't.
working for part of it. So
Yeah, yeah. So today we do the second week of FileMaker Go, iPhone slash iPad, how to build, how to do things, tricks and techniques and awesomeness. And the FileMaker Pro and FileMaker Go, they are very awesome on iPhone and iPad. Really, really. I will show you stuff today, tomorrow, and we continue like this. And we will do more technical things with iPad and stuff like this next week. But today we continue like we were doing last week, right? I'm going to show you today how to handle um, our photos and stuff like this, right? So let's continue. So let me share my screen real quick. Let's start with this. So last week we finished this and we finished the edits, the editions. Okay. So to finish the edition here, we need to take care of the photos. That's why I have those photos here. So we need to take care of the photos. So when we edit the photo, we don't edit the photo from here, right? Yes, I'm going to show you how to do the photo like this. So we don't edit the photo in this. No, we edit the photo in the edits stuff, not here. So when we edit here, right, we do, we need more space here, and put this, we put the whole thing down, right, like this, pretty much, right? And I'm going to show you how to do a photo around it, because I know you want it. So how we do the photo around it? So first I need to know where the photo is. Image, photo, what the name? I don't know the name of the fields. So the field is contact container photo. Okay. Contact container photo. I don't need this. So I do that as a regular photo like this. No borders. Okay. So I have my photo. But this is a square photo, right? It's a square photo. And we don't want that. We want a round photo. So if you do a round photo like this, right? Like this, well, it won't be rounded. It's not rounded. It's cropped here. And in some case, it will be cropped here and here. We want the real round photo, right? So we don't do this. We keep squared, right? We put small, we put on the side like this. And we put a slide control, which is unique. One, one panel. It's a slide control with one panel. If you want some help to help you understand, this is my slide, correct? And I want the photo to be like this, right? So the slide, we make it rounded, right? The slide and the panel, we make it rounded. So they're both rounded. The panel So let's do 150 and 150, right? So this is perfectly rounded and centered. So now this is one panel, a unique panel, right? No, without any, I can remove this with no border. Okay, the border I'm going to remove them is just to show you this. Actually, we can keep the border, and actually we can keep the border and put this the E9 here, right? And I put the photo inside. So now the photo is inside and centered, right? So I can do this to make sure that it's centered, right? And now the photo is inside the panel. If I move the panel, I move the photo. The photo is embedded inside this panel. And now I can do this, this, and this. So not too much. Don't remove too much. See what happened here? I moved the photo bigger than the panel, but it stay in. The photo is in. If you move the photo a little bit, it get out. Now it's out. Now it's back in. See? So that's why when you have the photo in place, I recommend you lock the objects to prevent accidents to move it out, because it can be possible to move it out very easily, right? So I do it again. I have a round panel, a unique panel. I drag the photo inside and I center it. Now that it's centered and inside the panel, I can move this here and here and here and slightly put some border here. Slightly put it out. Not too much, because otherwise you're going to remove a lot of photos, or a lot of the photo. But like this is correct. A little bit less here, right? Actually, let's do this. Make sure that, and we can put it a little bit up like this. If you want to move a photo inside like this, if you move with the mouse, you get out. But if you move with the numbers here, right, it doesn't get out. If you move and resize with this, you can do with the handle, it won't get out. But if you move the photo with the angle, with the handle, it won't get out, right? But if you move the photo as a wall, like this, boom, it get out. So when you have your photo, centered like this in the panel, lock the object to make sure that you don't have accident and you can move the whole thing easily, right? So you lock the object, right? And now, actually, I need to unlock it because the whole thing need to be centered. Okay, so I can lock again, and voila. And you have a perfectly square, rounded photo. When you click, it becomes squared, right? So now we can edit the photo like this, So no need for more detail, because tomorrow we will see that FileMaker Go will provide all the control we need, for this, all the control we need, right? So we can add, tomorrow we will add some control to make things like more iPhone, right? More iPhone. This is not really iPhone. We will make more iPhone than this, okay? But I wanted to show you this. Other thing that I want to show you. So this will work here, and of course, the same technique apply here in the list view. That's why you can Nick Hunter, you edit, right? And you drag this photo inside, boom, right? And you get this, right? So you get a nice thing, right? So officer, RCC, category customer, right? So we go to the list, you have this, right? So it looks nice. Now, other thing about the photo we all like is when I get here and I edit and I say like this, manager, okay? And oh, let's put the boss. And this is the boss. Okay. So sometime when the photo is really, really like this, to do well, this is okay. This is an example I took from from um, the web, so we can just crop this, right? This will be better. Okay. So so what we want is when we don't have photos, we don't want the blank stuff. We want the initials, correct? So here I have an initial unique, which is, I think, one letter. Yeah, it's one letter left. Yeah. So I can duplicate this, and say initial and change the calc slightly, right? So I have the first name, last name, that the first, and then what I want a substitute of a list of this and this. Replace this by nothing. So that will do the initial of the name. So pretty much what is doing here is this. So let me, oh, okay. So what that do? Let's take some time to explain this. The list technique with the substitute, you need to learn about this. So what that do? I have the first letter and I have the second letter of the name, Richard Carlton, RC, right? And here I have the list of this. So why I use this technique? Imagine that I don't have a first name. Imagine that this is blank. I still have the C. Imagine that the second is, I still have the R. I don't need to have, and if I have both, I have both. But if I substitute the carriage return like this, if this one empty, I have the C without the blank before, or carriage or whatever. It does the job. And if I don't have the last, I still have the R And I don't need the if is empty init first, then blank. Otherwise, I don't need that. The substitute with this do the job without any ifs and case and whatever. Okay. So question about this?
Um, Sorry, we do have two questions. The photo in the
Yes.
portal is a container in a panel too? Question mark.
Um,
Want me to read it again?
yeah, please.
The photo in the portal is a container in a panel too? Question mark.
Yes, but it's not this is not a portal. This is a list view. I never use, I will show you the use of portals in Go, but you never use portal in Go. Never.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I mean, very few place you
Mm-hmm.
use portal in Go. Portal is not a mobile, it's not a mobile or whatever, um, a mobile component. It's not. You don't use portals. You need to use list views. And if you want to have, I'll show you. I'll show you with the notes how that works. Okay, how we handle the portal in Go, how we use them for what and not more. And you never use a portal. Portal doesn't behave well on the layout for Go. And it's not a problem of FileMaker Go, by the way. It's just a problem that it's not well, it's not enough. The list view is natural for FileMaker Go. This is natural. On the iPhone and iPad, that will behave very, very beautifully. Um, it will behave like native. It will behave like a real app. If you use a portal, bleh. And you know, I'll show you I'll show you today that we need release view, and I will show you why. Okay, that's the reason for all everything. So let's continue with the what's the name, initials. Okay, I'm here. This is blank, right? We don't have a clue what it is. This blank whatever stuff. Okay, but if I do this, so I need to unlock this. I want to show the initial when the container is empty. So I know you guys, you do this, I know you do that. I saw that. I saw you. You do this, you merge, you put in front, and you say if it's empty, blue, blue, you don't, no, crap. We have a feature for that, the placeholder. So we put the placeholder here and we put the initial in the placeholder. And when it's empty, we have this. Ha. If I put a photo, well, the placeholder goes away. Placeholder are there when it's empty. So what I need to do is just to go there and make the placeholder text bigger. Not elevated Calibri, I think is good. And even bigger. Let's see how it works. Okay. Oops, it went out. So we need to center this, right? So we go to the placeholder and normally it should be, oh, it's on top. So we need to center this. So normally if I do this, because we are in a container. So if I go to the placeholder text, what can I use to be thin? Uh, Something thinner than this. Yeah. even maybe this will be big enough. A little bit bigger, a little bit too big. I think 80 will be enough. So placeholder. So when I see this, well, I know what that means, you know. I know what that means. When I see this, I know this is a photo. Immediately you know this is a photo, right? I don't need to put a label photo, right? Especially when I will put an edit on the side, right? Not now, I will put that later. So I have this. So now I can use the same trick, by the way, here. I don't want this, right? I don't want this. I want the same initial thing that I put here. So what we can do, we can, copy the style of this container because they are pretty much the same size, put on this container, which is not really centered, by the way. Okay. And we put the initial here, and we paste the style. We can put it a little bit smaller because this container is a little bit smaller, let's say 70. And we have it, right? By the same token, we can come here in the list view, which is the same technique, you know. We can even do a little bit like this, And we can paste this, put initial here, go there, put the placeholder much smaller. It's a little bit too big. And I don't want the white background. And placeholder 30. Boom. The placeholder technique will instantly center their, will center what's the name? The initials inside, and will handle the disappearance appearance based on if I have a photo inside. No. If I have a photo in, boom, it goes away, it goes away, it goes away, right? So if I have here, we can put our friend Scott in president. Okay. So here I don't have a photo, so I have the initial. So now we have a true native behavior on this matter, right? When we have photo like this. It works for every type of photo, right? If you can put whatever you want inside the container to explain what you want to do, and boom, right? Do we have any question about this?
Can Nick explain how to add multiple telephones and or emails to contracts in this new UI/UX design? If they are stored in telephone or internet tables, are they stored in telephone or internet tables that are separate?
It's up to you, depending on if you want unlimited email, right? That, by the way, this could be a good demonstration. So let me, I think I'm done. No, I'm not done with it. Let me finish this, and I will do it. I will do it. It's a good demo. I didn't think about this, and it's a good demo. So I want to do it, and we have time. So so this here now, we are on the phone, so we want to make things clear. This is a primary. So to set the primary record, right? We have a flag, but I want to know that this I want to know that this is a primary record. So I put a primary text here, right? And I put a green background. I put a white text, 5 here, 000 here, and center Helveticano Arial. No border, and 11. So now I have a nice primary, right? Like this. Actually, I can put 10 and make it smaller, like this. So now here, I have this nice primary tag here. And I want to hide when not flag primary, right? So are they all primary? So I have this primary here, but I don't like it here. We can put it here, centered here. Yeah, this is way better. So I know those primary because they are primary. So I can unset primary. So this is no longer primary. This is one, this is one, this is, I can remove this one. So see now I can see which primary is, right? So you give information to the customer that is a primary, right? So this is how you handle this, right? This type of things, okay? So you say primary, right? So this is the first thing. The other thing that I want to tell you, okay, how to delete, right? How to delete? Well, you edit here. While you edit, right, on the bottom, you have a nice delete button. So we can have an icon, right? Make it bigger, and we can say delete. But what we delete? We delete our we delete this. And I like to use only the first name, right? So here, I don't know if I have an alternate button red. I don't. So I use this one and I change the color to red. And I spread hover. Pressed need to be a little bit darker if you want to be good, because press, you have an effect. Press, you will see it, right? And you see, and you do like this and like this. So you have, and you put, of course, you put a more space here. So now on the bottom of this, so when you want to delete contacts on an iPhone, this is your phone, you edit, you go down and you delete. So what the delete will do, when you are like this, you from here and you edit, but you're going to delete that record. So the delete button, you know, the delete button, delete contact, and this is mobile because this is, I don't need, because I can do this. Let's do a mobile folder and put everything else. The email and slash phones, it's a good example. So I'm going to finish this. I have the delete contacts, right? So you say show dialog, and the title will be delete contacts. Do you want to delete? And you put the full name in. No, you can still use the name first because we don't know. Sometimes the name are big and the name, so you put the first name, then it's just it's just to make sure that you delete the right person. So if you want to delete Scott Kane and he said, oh, do you want to delete Nick? That's a problem. But if you say, oh, do you want to delete this contact? You don't know. It's just to identify if there's a possible mistake. So we don't need to have all the. Do you want to delete Nick, Hunter, address, primary address, blah, blah, blah. Secondly, you don't need that in the dialogue. You understand what I mean? It's just to make sure that, okay, I want to delete Scott, and the message said, do you want to delete Nick? Then that's a problem. You said no. That means you don't delete the right person. If the message is too generic and saying, oh, do you want to delete that record? That will be the generic message of FileMaker. Do you want to delete that record? Or if you say, do you want to delete that contact? You don't have this possibility of double checking before to delete it. Correct? Okay. So this is a rule. Do you want to delete that contact? Do you want to delete that? Okay. And you put this and carry return, and you can say this cannot be undone. You just remind this that you can't undo that. Okay. And here you say delete. So always, when you say, do you want to delete blah, you don't say yes. You say delete. The button needs to say the action you're going to do. Okay? You understand? You don't say yes, no. The UI we say yes, no are poorly implemented. Delete contacts. Okay? That's the title. Do you want to delete blah? Right? This cannot be undone. Or you have another way to say that, permanently delete, and you don't need this. It's up to you. Do you want to permanently delete? Permanently, that means it's gone forever. Okay? So you tell the people, you give an information to the people that they permanently delete the name and the action. The button say delete, and you don't say yes, because maybe the guy won't read this. He will see this, delete, and say, oh, no, it's not what I want to do. If you say yes, well, yes, do it. Yeah. So delete, it's, it's scary. You understand? Right? So when you do this, you say, okay, if get last message choice equal to, you say alt. So what that means, when you say to cancel, the button to, the last message choice to, you alt, that means you don't want. After that, you say, if you pass this, if you didn't say cancel, that means you want to continue. Don't put a whole thing in a if. If you can avoid this, okay, and that part of something I'm going to explain, managing the large script, that webinar we have planned for the next month. In 2 weeks now or something. I don't know when that will be planned, but we have a schedule. But we have a webinar coming up. We're explaining how to manage large scripts And the best way to manage large scripts is not making them large. Period. And this, when you have a bunch of stuff between a if, is much less understandable than if you say, okay, if this album, go home. Okay. And then you say, okay, if this didn't have the script, okay, I continue. Okay. So first you need to delete the record without the dialog because we have our own dialog, right? So you delete the record and you go to the layouts list. You don't go to the detail because we are in the edit of the detail, but the detail will be gone. We want to go back to list. This is the behavior all time in iPhone or iPad. When you do a deletion or when you do something like this, or remove or something like this, you go back to mom. And on the iPhone and an iPad, mom is the list view. Believe it or not, go ahead on your phone, you will see. You go back to mom. So if you take your contact app in your iPhone, create a contact, edit the contact to delete it, and you delete it, you go back to list. This is how it works, right? So now that we have this nice button here, nice script, I can attach the script to this, right? Where the mobile, okay, delete contact, right? So if I go there, so now we have the delete, but I didn't do the create, right? I didn't do the create. So there's many ways to build a create button, right? I like to be simple, right? I like the simplicity in life. We are in contact. If I put a plus sign here, you know that I'm not adding, you know what I'm going to do, right? So you have a plus sign here, right? This is how you add a contact, okay? Or if you prefer text, you put text, but you don't put icon. Yes, it's like this. That's the rule. Don't tell me that's the rule. You want me to give you the rule, right? This is the rule, right? So I don't. If you go the contact stuff in iPhone, right? They have a plus sign. Okay, so they have a single plus, right? So up to you, and they have a plus which is not like this. So we can do like this, or we can do like this. It's up to you. We can do both. The plus sign 17, right? I like the plus sign like this, but the problem is, to me, it's a little bit, yeah, I like more, in my opinion, So if I want the plus, I will do a plus like this, right? Or I don't know, or I can do a default. That's my favorites. Okay, so this is my favorite. I have an add button like this, right? Add. That's it. I have an add button. Right? That's it. Right. So what do add do? Well, it do the opposite of the delete. Correct? When you add something on an iPhone, well, we don't have all of this, right? So we go to the edits and on the detail we're adding. So I want to be able to enter right away, not go to detail click edit and add, right? You know what I mean? So we go to, and you say new record. But I like to do the new record here and go, because we are in the same table. If I create a new record here and I'm in this record, and then I'm saying go to that layout, I will land in that record, right? So I like to do the new request here, go there, and then, because if you do this, you go to the layout, you see the previously entered record, and then you have a new happen. I don't want that. I want this. You say new. Okay, go. And you say go to fields, go to next field. So that implies, so what are the next fields? That implies that I want in this layout to have a tab order clean, right? So I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. So I can clear all and I say one, I can do this. Normally, if I say field on add fields, it continue, but it's not smart enough. This is a stupid thing. That's why I hate it, because I don't know why I go to 14 here. I said field only. So remove all and do it manually, because it's a stupid thing. Don't ask me. So we do that manually. So because we need that, the tab order is very important on iPhone. Very, very important. So I have my tab order. So when you say go to next field, that means it will go to the first field in the tab order. Pretty much it will do this. Boom. Right? So on an iPhone, you can do that, right? But I just realized that but on an iPad you can do that, but on the iPhone. So I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. On iPad you can, but on an iPhone no. Why? It's because if you edit this, that means when you will click the add button and you go to that layout, you will have immediately you will have the keyboard to pop, and that's disruptive. So let's do like this right now. So now that I have my add stuff here, so we don't want to have disruption where you can lose people when you do something. Sorry, I thought we were on the iPad. So on the iPad you can do that, but not on the iPhone. So when I do add, I click here and boom, right? I'm arriving here. Okay, I'm arriving here. So here, right, we don't see anything. So I just realized it, right? Because we don't have a name yet. So I cannot have initials, right? So in the calculation here of my initials, right? What's curious? I don't remember. Yeah, they have a blank. Or when they have no names, they have a blank icon, right? They have a blank for the photo. We cannot do that easily. So we can say like this, photo. If is empty, this. That means if it's empty both, right? If it's empty both, right? If this and this empty, that means I have nothing here, right? I want to have the word photo. Otherwise, right? Um, Actually, I can do um, I can do list of values, put that here only. So I put the list, right? So I add this here, list of values, and I say, then I don't need that anymore. And I say, if is empty list of value photo, otherwise this. So list of values, okay. But it will be big. It's okay. Let me try a specific name first. Replaced. Yeah, it's too big, right? So I need to change this. Um, I don't know what to put here. I don't know. I will think about it. That's something I will. I don't remember what to do. Normally, I have an icon, but I don't want to use an icon. Anyway, so I say Marge, right? Carlton like this. So I can create my own stuff. So I can go back, right? So I have here, right? So I can create a new one. When you create a new, you go straight to the layout, right? And you say details and contact, right? Like this. And if I want to delete, I go here and I delete. Okay. Do you have a
We do have
question?
questions, yes. Um, Hi, I'm from the UK. Can you show how you'd like to handle the sign in to direct? Hold on. YouTube is not making this. Okay, there we go. Sorry, let me start from the beginning. Hi, can you show how you like to handle the sign in to direct the user to the desktop/phone layouts, please? It's kind of a different topic, I think, but we can.
Yes. Okay. So you want, yeah, it's quite easy.
Mhm.
When you have the same scripts, right? And you want to handle, I have a very specific technique. Put that on the side. I have a very beautiful technique for that. Yeah, yeah, really,
Yeah.
because because we want something simple, right?
Mhm.
And something that we you don't have to worry about too much. Okay. So I know it could be like every time you want to go somewhere, you say, if iPad go to this layout, if iPhone go to the, and I don't want that. I want go to layout, boom, right? I want to go to layout, boom, right? So, the the thing will handle automatically the way I'm going to show, but I need more time. Or I can show you that now, and yeah, I can show you that now. That would take like 10 minutes. Okay, I will do the address tomorrow. Okay, because I just see the time, and it's better. So for the go to layouts, okay. So let's assume, okay. So I have this, and this. I have contact list. So let's rename those layouts. I have contact list iPhone, right? Or we can say phone without to do like publicity to people who doesn't deserve it. So contact details, phone, right? And contact edit, phone, correct? So far, so good. So let's assume, right, that I have here the contacts here. Let's rename this. Let's rename this contacts. Or I can keep the same. Yeah, contact, details, desktop, correct? So contact detail desktop, and I have contact detail iPhone, a phone, contact list phone, and I have here also the contact lists desktop. Okay, so I have contact lists detailed, contact list desktop, contact list phone, contact detail phone. So I have both. Okay, so now I want to detect, using function name get device. So this is the function you need to use in order to know which device you use. We don't want the platform, we don't want the system, we want the device, the hardware. This is the hardware. Okay. So at the beginning, but I think we have it in this file already. 014. I think we should have it. When you start the system, see, okay, system platform, but we don't have it. Yeah, we don't have it. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so uh, after this, right? After this, so here, because if it's server, I want it will quit after server, right? You said set variable, current okay, current platform, and you say, remember the choose here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here how you do this. You say get device. And the result, if it's 0, you say unknown. That means you don't know, because this is what they say, right? Then the one here, you don't want to make a difference between Mac or PC. We call both. So the one we return desktop, right? And the two we return desktop as well. Both of them are desktop because we don't care about Mac or PC, or maybe you care, but for my case, I don't. This will be tablets, and this will be phone. And if you want to be really, really, really Android, uh, you can put the Android if you want here. Okay. So the choose will return get device, unknown, desktop platform. See, if this returns 0, that we say unknown. If this return 1, this will be desktop. If this return 2, desktop. This 3, tablet. This 4, phone. This 5, Android. So now that's it. So we have this. So if we run this right now, right? If we run this, let's run this. So I go there and it said current platform desktop, correct? Yeah, on FF starting point, they call that device mode, But let's say I prefer to use current platform. It's a desktop. I am on desktop, right? So now, let's say you have a script, right? You have a script that go, you have a script that goes to, let's put that here. So you want the go to layout. So you say go to layout, name by calculation, and you say, okay, I want to go to the contacts, right? The contact details, right? And current platform, correct? This. So the name contacts, I think contacts detail. How I name this layout? Contacts, yeah. Okay. So now, if I do this and I say go to layout, where are you going to go? There. Uh, Hold on. Maybe I didn't name the where's the oh, I said contacts here. Is contact here? Actually, it should be contacts singular. This is a mistake. This is not English. It's a contact list and the contact details, right? And the contact edits, right? Okay. So that being said, now that I fix this, if I'm here, if I say go to layout, what the heck? Oh, I will never get out of this. So I need to change the name here. Go to contact details. Okay. So you have one go to layout, go, boom. You go there to the contact desktop. Why? Because this will return this. So the name is contact detail desktop. If this was saying phone, it would have say phone and go to the layout with the phone, right? So I can make it fake for you if you want, I can do a fake, stuff like this, So I said set variable. Ah, so I see if I say phone, if the variable is phone, right? The current platform return phone, it goes to the phone. If the variable said desktop, well, it goes to the desktop. So you have one go to layout. So that implies some discipline. Imply that you cannot rename layouts, but anyway, rename stuff. At the beginning you can, but you need to change the scripts, right? So that's why it's to me it's the best version. It's the best way to do this because imagine otherwise, if get device equal 3, then go to layout, blah. So you go there, So if it's iPhone, you go to the detail phone. Else if uh, get device equal 1, go to layout, So Do you want this? I mean, to all your scripts? No, you know, I don't want to do that for all my scripts, you know, right? Because all of this, and if you have an iPad, the same, and you need to do that on all your freaking scripts. And this also, why I'm using this most of the time, okay, is because of this guy. Because this, I have it here too. Correct? So I can use a go to red record, go to using the layout, and boom. I don't need to have one like the same by the same token of this to have a go to red to go to relate records for this one and go to red record for this one and go to red record. I don't want that, you know. I want one go to red records, right? And use the same technique to go to the right layouts. Correct? So, is that was a good demo for you?
Wait, hold on.
Do we have any questions?
Yes, I don't. Actually, wait, we had one from Topcat. Do you actually delete a record or flag the record as deleted and filter it out?
When I delete the no, when you delete the record, you delete the record. Why you want to do that? I mean, when I delete the record here, I want to delete it. It's gone. I mean, I don't want it anymore. It's going. It's like in your iPhone. I mean, I delete the record. You know, when I'm here and I said I go here, and I edit and I said delete, I want delete. I don't want to keep it. That's why it's bar. It's red and trash and and somewhat and somewhat hidden on the bottom of this, like it should be. Deletion shouldn't be easy to reach. It could be accidental. It could be
Mm-hmm.
right. So you don't want the delete button to be reachable.
Yes, you don't want it to
Right?
be easily clicked by any means.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the slide. We cannot slide here like on an iPhone. But I don't think even on the contact app, I'm taking this basic contact app as a reference. Neither you can slide and delete the record. Just what you can do, uh, you can click and hold on an iPhone, and then you have a, delete, copy, send message on the, on the contact. But we don't have this feature like, like the slide here, you know, and when you slide, I was thinking about it when I was there. Say, put here, or to put the like, what's the name? Um, to put like here, right, on triggers, on record slide, on record slide,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then what to do?
That would give a lot of cool options. Alas, that is not an
Yeah,
option we
and
currently
click and
have.
tap and hold, right? Tap and hold. What that do? Which menu I use? Which menu? Because I told them, I said, yeah, easy. We have menus, so let's put a menu here. Create a menu, and you use a tap and here, you know, you can use, or here, maybe more here, in here, right? Which menu? On tap and hold, you know, tap and hold. And even though on right click on the desktop, what can I do if I right click on that record, right? Which menu I use from here? There's many things they could do, and they don't, right? Like the horizontal portals, or it's the list is infinite.
The
and
list is
work
endless.
on
Yeah.
this and work on this. Finally, give us something, you know, give us a preview of the calculation here, right? Like they do here. But this is sometime, I mean,
There's a bajillion options. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're good, Nick. Otherwise, if you're good,
okay, yeah, I'm good.
awesome.
So let's talk tomorrow then.
Yes, no, all the cool
Oh,
stuff.
no,
No,
no, no, no, no, next week, next week.
no, no, tomorrow. It's Wednesday for you
Uh,
right now, but
oh, okay, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
Tuesday for me
it's Wednesday,
still.
it's Wednesday for me, but it's okay, yeah,
Tuesday
yeah.
for
So,
me.
so,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, sorry.
No, you're good. It did. The day did change on you in the process of this live stream.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
are
yeah.
saying this has been an awesome demo, and they've enjoyed this. This has been really good. So thank you, Nick. I will see you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
No.